Today's parliamentary session aimed at passing the government's tax base for the next financial year 2026-2027, which is intended to expand government's revenue from the public.
Strengthen compliance and align the excise duty regime to broader economic, public health and environmental policy objectives.
The taxes passed included value-added tax, excise duty, among others. The main point of contention was the excise duty, where the government proposed increasing the tax on cement by 1,000 shillings per 50 kilograms, but Parliament reduced it to 750 shillings. Previously, the tax stood at 500 shillings.
The committee observed that a gradual increase of 250 shillings per 50 kg, as opposed to the 500, represents a modest 50% raise after 11 years of no adjustment.
Government cannot talk of promoting decent and affordable housing while at the same time increasing taxes on building materials. Government wants everything at the same time, raising taxes, and they also want decent housing.
The fuel tax will be increased by 200 shillings per litre, and the government says the increase is not expected to push up fuel prices.
Pump prices currently average about 5,400 shillings per litre. The proposed increase is therefore relatively small and not expected to significantly affect overall fuel prices beyond the tax adjustments itself. The rationale for this amendment is to maintain the real value of excise duty by accumulating for inflation.
The cost of doing business in Uganda will become high and difficult to contain. As of this morning, pump price has hit 5,500 per litre. The IMF and World Bank have said that even if the war in the Middle East stops and freedom of navigation restored, it will take a whole year for oil prices to stabilize.
The government is proposing to increase the tax on sugar from 100 shillings to 300 shillings, but the parliamentary committee has set it at 200 shillings, saying this will help minimize sugar consumption and reduce cases of diabetes and obesity.
We observed that 1. The effect of the proposed tax is to increase the tax on cane and beet sugar and chemically pure sucrose in solid form by shillings 200 per kilogram. Honorable colleagues, the committee is saying instead of 300, why don't we increase by 200 per kilogram?
Let government be mindful of introducing multiple new taxes that directly affect everyday life.
Meanwhile, another tax that has drawn mixed reactions among MPs is the 500,000 shillings imposed on the registration of new motorcycles, up from the previous 200,000 shillings.
It is intended to increase government revenue by capturing more value from the rapidly growing sector. Motorcycle use has expanded significantly, especially in urban areas such as Kampala, making it an important and reliable tax base. In addition, this duty is often the main point of taxation for motorcycles.
Consider motorcycle when you are dealing with the excise duty. To impose excise duty of 500,000 from 200 will increase the cost of motorcycle acquisition and limit business expansion. Would rather ask government to at least maintain 200,000.
The government expects that if the excise duty tax is implemented, it will collect 722 billion shillings, while other MPs fear it could increase unemployment. Juma Kiria, NTV.